What is up, everybody? Today, I am giving you guys 3 reasons why I am quitting Rainmakers contest forever. Also, I'm gonna give you guys a way to still profit from Rainmakers, even though you don't exactly want to play the contest. Let's go. Okay, so reason number one is the value. And by value, I mean the rate that Rainmakers pulls from us. Draftkings, as we all know, in order for them to run their damn website, they need to wet their beak. But this one, they go a little overboard here. And just the numbers don't add up. I've been playing for around 6 months now. Started in January when this whole thing started. Now we're in July. So considering the price pool of these are the rare contests and the entries of the rare contest. Let me zoom in a little bit. The entry value with the 20% rake is at about $13.40, and my entries personally, considering value, if you guys saw my previous videos, I did hammer home the concept of value. So these weren't even like crazy lineups. I managed to stay at around $17.83, which is over the rake with the 20%. So not great value there. The core contest was even worse with 20% rake. We're looking at a $4.38 lineup. I don't know if that's very realistic, considering that it's a free for all. There's no consequence to getting the higher tiered fighters, and that's where the equity stands. So I went a little crazy with the cores because I could afford it at $10.71. So it's about double the value with the rake. So not exactly great value here. Okay, just for comparison here, comparing the DFS contest to Rainmakers contest, I'm looking at the payout structure. The example I'm using for the DFS is the 2K daily dollar because they're similar entries. With the 2K daily dollar, as most DFS contests, the rake is 15%, whereas Rainmakers it's more than that. Also, in order to 1.5x your entry, you need to get into the 26.12% percentile of the rankings. Here it's 616, whereas in Rainmakers, for the core, considering a $10 entry fee, which is normal as I had done, in order to cash out at 15, you need to be in the less than 5% ranking. In this case, it's 121st. And for the rare, considering your entry being $20 to cash out at $30, you need to be at 6.29 percentile of the ranking, and in this case it's 150. So again, numbers favor DFS contests here as well. All right, second reason why I'm deciding to fully shift over to DFS is the edge, the strategy to employ in these games. Rainmakers, there's not much strategy here. Ownership is pretty baseline all across, whereas DFS, you can strategize around ownership projections. There's a balancing act between ownership and projections. Another way of gaining an edge through DFS is things like contest selection. There's many tactics to gain leverage on or to gain an edge on in DFS. Whereas in Rainmakers, it's pretty much pay to play, I want to say, where the more money you invest, the higher probability that you will win, get a higher rank. Whereas in DFS, you can leverage ownership, projection, contest selections, many different ways to gain edges. And that's why I favor DFS over Rainmakers contests. Okay, my third and final reason why I am quitting Rainmakers contest is because I'm a damn quitter. I quit most things I get into, and this is about 7 months in, and it's about time to quit this as well. Just like my previous relationship. Well, let's not get into that. Actually, that's not the reason why. The third reason truly is the time investment. Rainmakers does require time to build lineups, especially if you want to be profitable. I feel like you have to play multiple lineups if you want to stand a chance. Whereas DFS is also a time commitment. So sitting there in front of your computer making DFS lineups and then going and making Rainmakers lineups, that might be for some people. It's just not for me. Again, I'm looking at this in terms of profitability, the value for my time, because I do value my time. If you want to go ahead and spend hours on your computer doing Rainmakers and DFS, go knock yourself out. If you just want to do Rainmakers, go knock yourself out. If you do want to do DFS, I like it. That's what I'm going to do. With all that said, there's still a way to profit in Rainmakers contests. I thought about this since the beginning. I kind of knew this going in, that this is going to be more of a market game, similar to like the stock market, comparing it to the stock market here. If you do want to profit off Rainmakers, I personally have profited more this way than actually playing the contest, is purchasing fighters beforehand, months beforehand. I suggest at least 2 months beforehand. So for example, you go to the Tapology. We are early July, so you can start looking at early September cards. We'll go down here to the Sydney card, which is in September 9th. We have Kara France and Cape on that card. So also Tuivasa and Volkov just got announced. So if you want to profit, you can look at Kara France cards. I like to look at, so the odds are obviously not out yet because these fights are just announced. Usually they're not out. So you can look at Typology. There's a voting system. 157 people have voted, 68% Kara France, 32 Cape. I know this is not official for the Vegas, but you know, these are fanatics and they do have a good grasp of who's going to win. So I like to look at least a 70% percentage on the fighter I'm going to invest in. So 68 is not too bad. You go to Kara France, look that bad boy up. Had a tough loss, a robbery, I would say, on his last outing against Amir Albazi. So obviously you want to go for the eligible cards that are not the event sets. So crafting sets, they're $1.10, $1.75. So these prices will go up as his fight nears. And take advantage of the bidding system. You can go ahead and bid for his cards here. So like at $1.10, you can make a bid, make a global offer. What is that? 45 cents. You can make an offer for 50 cents. I've gone a lot of fighters this way, just under lowballing these people, because sometimes they do just accept the offers. So just maximum amount, submit offer. So boom, I potentially could get Kara France for 50 cents. Another method of discovering fighters and getting a head start is looking at fight announcements. And a good way to do that is to follow on Twitter, MMA Orbit. They just announced this fight this morning. The Tuivasa and Volkov is on UFC 293. And if you have an understanding of the game, you can kind of understand who's going to be the favorite and who's not. Also, their upside, their ceiling in fantasy games. And we all know Tuivasa is that knockout artist. So he is a hot commodity in fantasy games. So it's not a bad idea to go search Tuivasa right now and get him while he's still cheap. Tuivasa, his prices might actually be going up right now. Not too bad here. So go ahead and make your bids for the Tuivasa. And as his fight approaches, those prices will go up. All right, with all that said, I know I have that $500 challenge and I do want to complete this damn challenge. Going back to DFS. Again, this channel is going to be purely for DFS, specifically for beginners, for those who want to understand the tactics and ways to get an edge over your competition in DFS, which I feel is easier than Reignmakers. And also me personally, I have been more profitable in DFS over Reignmakers, so that's where I'm going to invest more of my time. Starting all over. So investing $500. I'm going to start with $500 starting this weekend. Using proper bankroll management. Once I reach 1,000 with that 500, essentially doubling it, doubling it. I will give away that $500 I won to one lucky subscriber. All you need to do is be subscribed to this damn channel. I am done.